So Rose Pine taking on the winner of this game, Amite versus Winnfield. Amite without one of their best players tonight, but it's not stopping them. Warriors coming out hot. They go on a 6-0 run. The reigning state champs showing why they are just that. But the Tigers start to roar back. Monin pulls up from the top of the key, no good, but Helen Sapp puts it back in for two. Warriors, though, came ready for battle. Haley Brumfield takes this for herself. The Warriors take an 18-8 lead at the end of the first quarter, using that home court advantage for them. And Amite starting the second quarter off with a splash. Winnfield trying to come back. They cut an 8-point deficit going into halftime, 29-21, but ultimately Winnfield loses and drops their season in the semifinals with a 59-37 loss. So now we'll be joined with Mary Margaret Ellison live in Hammond now. Mary Margaret coming in on day 3 of the tournament. Mary Margaret, we've been talking about the atmosphere down there. You saw Rose Pine win this morning. What was the atmosphere like for that game?
The atmosphere was crazy. Actually, Rose Pine, I think they actually canceled school today. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they did. And you could tell they did because they had such a great fan base. They had little cutouts and everything of the players' heads. But I just want to say this. If you're a TikTok fan, you got to say what's poppin', because 6 10-law teams just hopped in. And that's amazing. I think that's so cool. But also, everybody says that Christmas time is the best time of year, but in my opinion, I don't know about yours, Dylan, but I think that March Madness and March Madness, for me, is the best time of year.
Look, there's nothing better than March Madness, especially down in Hammond, right? You got to be in Hammond for March Madness. Southeastern Louisiana, there's nothing better than that. We haven't seen Rose Pine, though, play in a state title in 40 years. What makes them so special this time around?
Honestly, what I think makes them so special is that they really do play as a team. Like, there's not one person that's just taking control. Like, at least 4 of them today, they were just on it. And I know that one of them had a double-double, but also there's also 2 other ones they were in double digits. And so they really just play with that team atmosphere. And, like, they had 5 steals in 5 possessions. Because I know that their coach, he called a timeout, and it was like 24-8 at this point. And he called a timeout, and he was like, all right, let's press. And the press worked perfect, just perfect to perfection, and they had 5 steals and 5 possessions.
That's why Rose Pine's one of the best teams in the state. They'll be playing for a state title this Saturday. Thank you, Mary Margaret.